now rocking with the best. The bass get hot, boy, I am so many fresh. I talk cash money like I'm Birdman. Tackle topic straight on, no swerving. All facts is what I'm serving. No one's better or more deserving than me. I bring that heat like Miami on a whole nother level like I'm tiny. I prove points by helping you visualize, using data that's analyzed by eagle eyes. Get your mind right and act like you know. You are now tuned into the Real Untouchable podcast.
Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Real Untouchable podcast, man, with me, Ray Diggs. I got a great segment for you all, man. I want to talk about the NBA playoffs. Hey, before I get started, man, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. And make sure y'all give me your feedback on what you all think about this segment. But hey, let's go ahead and jump into this. As you all know, I said I'm supposed to do this right here the other day. The Boston Celtics was in big trouble, but they got a win today, a big win today, a blowout win, in which I feel like the Boston Celtics should have been doing this. Okay. The Boston Celtics is clearly the better team. They've had a 20-point lead in all three of these games, in which today was another blowout, in which this Boston Celtics team has just not been able to hold on to a big lead. Okay. But today they got a big win led by Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Lil Pritchard. Okay. And I think that, like I said, I keep telling you all, I'm not going to make this episode right here too long, but the Boston Celtics will come back and win this series. I just got a feeling that they will come back and win this series somehow, some way. I think that they probably most likely going to steal game 4. Okay. They're going to go back to Boston and possibly win game 5. They'll be up 3-2. Then I think New York would come back to New York, win game 6. And then I think Boston, with their leadership and their experience, they'll come back for game 7 in Boston and win a game 7. If they don't end up winning 4 straight, which I can see the Boston Celtics doing because they're just a really good team. They're a very good defensive team. They got the offense when they don't settle for just a bunch of threes. They hit 23s today, and that's why I say the Golden State. That's why I say I'm not the Golden State, but that's why I say the Boston Celtics is the team that I think should possibly win this year's NBA championship. And then we got to talk about the Minnesota TWolves. They beat the Golden State Warriors tonight, 102-97. Jimmy Butler had a good game. Ant-Man finally came alive, even though I was bashing him all through this game. But he finally came alive in the third quarter, going into the fourth. Him and Julius Randle 24, 10, 12, triple-double. Jaden McDaniels finally came through, hit some big three with 15 points. Nas Reed came alive. Ant-Man, 36 points. Okay, he shot 28 times, 14. He shot 5 for 14 from 3, but he still got it done in Golden State without Steph Curry. Now, I had to go in and throw that in there because I know people, well, it was without Steph Curry. Well, hell, Steph Curry done won championship without other people, when other team star players been missing. So I'm not going to feel sorry for the Golden State Warriors because he's out, because that's the way sports work. If you get injured, you got to go on and win without your star player. I remember when the Houston Rockets had them down, okay? When the Houston Rockets was possibly going to go to the NBA championship and possibly win it. But guess what? Chris Paul had a hamstring injury, and then he had to miss a game, come back, and he clearly wasn't himself. And then the Golden State Warriors ended up winning that series. I remember when the cheater that they had, what's the kid name? I forgot it started with a P, but he stepped on Kawhi Leonard's leg. I mean, where he put his foot under Kawhi Leonard's foot as he was coming down, and he ended up messing up his leg. He just got back right from that, and that, but ultimately, that's right there is the reason why he got traded from the San Antonio Spurs, because they didn't think he was injured as he was. But that's how it first started. That's how it started with him sticking his leg out, and then he stepping on his foot, and he was never the same after that. But in that series, hell, the San Antonio Spurs was up by like 25 points in that game. So we know that Golden State Warriors has benefited a lot from other team stars being out. I ain't gonna feel sorry for them. At the end of the day, it's a part of the game. They need to win, and tonight they didn't. Okay, but you had Kuminga. I don't understand. Like I said, I don't understand why Steve Kerr is not playing Kuminga. Tonight, Kuminga he is second leading scorer. He had 30, 11 for 18. And I've always been saying this. This dude is a bona fide, good, really good player. Possibly can be a star. He's only 22 years old, but I got a feeling that he's going to go somewhere else next season and he's going to really ball out. I think the Golden State Warriors need to just let him go because they're wasting his talent. The only time they play him is when their stars are out, when one of their stars are out. Okay. And then Draymond fouling out. He didn't do nothing tonight. 2 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Okay, Jimmy Butler came through with 33 points, 7 and 7. Buddy Hield came out there and gave him 14. But that was pretty much it. Okay, that was pretty much it. And this team right here is gonna need Steph Curry. But if I'm in that Minnesota Timberwolves locker room, if I'm Ant-Man, I'm going to Julius Randle. I'm going to Nas Reed. I'm going to McDaniels. I'm going to Gobert. I'm going to Mike Conley, and I'm telling them, listen, we can really put this team on the brink next game, because next game is going to be Monday, and then the next game is going to be Wednesday, before they have a little break in between. I'm telling them right here, we got to be desperate in game 4. In game 4 and game 5. We have to get this series over. And if I'm them, I'm trying to steal game 4 in Golden State, because I got a feeling if they steal game 4, I'm thinking that they go back home and finish this series off in game 5. That's my opinion, and I'm pretty sure. Like I said, if I'm Ant-Man, I'm thinking we need to steal game 4. We stole tonight's game. We need to steal game 4. And then we have a comfortable 3-1 lead going back to our house, where we don't think they can beat us without Steph Curry. I don't even give them a chance to bring Steph Curry back. I'm just being honest. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're that's what they're talking about in their locker room. They're pretty much saying we need to finish this series before Steph Curry can even come back. Not saying that they're going to win without them. They're saying they're going to win with him, but we ain't going to even give him a chance to come back. We finished in this series in 5. Damn near the same how they beat the Lakers in 5. But right now, this series right here is 2-1, heading into game 4. It's going to be a must win for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm going to be honest with you. With the way they played today, I don't know if they can win this series with Steph Curry on the floor, because they played terrible today and they won this game right here, luckily. But I got a feeling that they're looking at this series right here and thinking to themselves, we need to win game 4. But right now they're up 2-1. Let's talk about the Cavs versus the Pacers. The Pacers was up 2-0 coming back home, but they ended up getting torched in game 3, which the Cavs dominated with Donovan Mitchell dominating this game. I say the same things that I said about the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pacers. This game 4, it's a must win for you all. You all need to win this game, because I'm going to be honest. I think that if the Cavs come in there and they beat you all for a second time, I think that the Cavs are going to get that momentum back. And I think they go home and they possibly beat you all in Cleveland. I don't think that they'll lose another 2 games in Cleveland. That's why the Pacers need to win this game. They win this game right here, they can go back to Cleveland. They got a little wiggle room. Then they can come back to Indiana and possibly take the Cavaliers out. But if they lose this game right here, I'm gonna be honest, I think the Cavs win this series. I think that the Pacers are a hell of a team. They're a really good team. They're a really good sorry team. That's why I hate about. Hey, they're a sorry good team. I think that's what I said. But they are a good team. But honestly, I just feel like if they do not win this game here in game 4, it's going to be issues. And they got the Cavs as a 5-point favorite in Indiana. I take that personally. Tyrese Halliburton, you can't have another game like you had last night. So I expect for the Pacers to come out here and they need to play like they're down in this series, because they can possibly be down if they don't win this game right here. But hey, I think that that's going to be a hell of a series. Then we have the Thunder Nuggets. The Nuggets put off a really tough one last night in overtime. Another big 3 by Aaron Gordon. But I say this right here. I was talking to somebody today, and I told him, I said, man, listen, I love Christian Braun. That's one of my favorite players. He's a KU. He's a Jayhawk. But Christian Braun be fouling the hell out of SGA. He really do. He fouls him almost every single play. And a lot of time the referee don't call it. But the Thunder, they're a young team, very inexperienced. Tomorrow is must win for them. I said that. Tomorrow is must win for them. These are the teams right here. Out of these 4 games, the must-win games. The must-win games are the New York Knicks need to win next game. They have to win next game. They cannot let Boston win this next game and think they're going to go to Boston and steal a game. I think that if Boston win games 4, they would definitely win the series. It's a must-win for the Knicks. The Warriors, the Thunder, the Timberwolves. They have to win game 4. They have to win game 4. It's a must-win. So for these 2 games right here, I got the New York Knicks must win. The Minnesota Timberwolves must win. In the other series, I have the Oklahoma City Thunder must win. Yes, the Oklahoma City Thunder must win. Because if they win, I think they win the series because I don't think they'll lose another 2 games at home. And then let me see. The other game is the Pacers. The Pacers is a must win. So, with that being said, we have 4 teams that need to win these games. Oklahoma City Thunder, y'all have to win this game. Pacers, y'all better win. New York, you better win. Okay? And the Minnesota Timberwolves, y'all need to get this series over before Steph Curry can come back. But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Real Untouchable Podcast, man. Thank y'all again for the continued support. Until next time, y'all. And before I go off, but make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. And make sure y'all give me your feedback on what you all think about this segment. Until next time, y'all have a great night, and have a great, safe Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the great mothers out there. I'll make a video talking about Mother's Day for you all, for all the great, amazing women out there. But until next time, y'all, peace.